I bet you're wondering what we're cooking for today's special. Make sure you guys smash the little crap out of that subscribe button so we have a reason to continue on with the 12 days of goodies and deck profiles. Today, where's the showcase, Robbie? Well, today's actually going to be a special playmat that we have coming in. I actually just kind of acquired a whole bunch of playmats. They're not in just yet, but they're going to be some of the regional / Win-A-Mat / some fun stuff. So I'll be shipping one of those off to today's winner, and of course the previous winner will be down below as per usual. So, you know, we're mixing it up a little bit today. Yes, we are. So yeah, leave a comment down below. Tell me what other deck profiles you want to see. I've been kind of paying attention, making notes for, you know, things past this series as well. So buckle up, and I hope you're ready to cook with Nouvelles. All right, so we are going to be looking at Oozlehole's special today for Nouvelles, and it's going to be featuring off the new Pendulum monster and some of the new little tie-ins out here, especially with the Corvature tie-in. So let me explain a few of these cards. So the Poisonniere Nouvelles, this card is so interesting actually here. I think it's kind of interesting. So you can only use the Pendulum effect, this card name, once per turn. So if it's a ritual monster, you can target one monster on the field. So this is going to be important because the ritual monsters need to be targeted in order to, you know, level up. So you target it, and then you can go ahead and special summon this card, and then you change the targeted monster's battle position. Easy peasy. All right. Our actual monster effect here. On normal or special summon, you can activate one of the following effects. You can add a level 1 ritual monster or any of the recipe spell cards from your deck to your hand. You can banish any number of recipe cards from your graveyard, and if you do, special summon one Nouvelles ritual monster from your hand with a level equal to the number banished. And if this card is attributed or added to the extra deck face up, it goes into the pendulum scales. I really do like the fact that, you know, these pendulums do refresh themselves. Now, there's this amazing card. This is not a quick play, by the way. I still love this. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. Lets you special summon one Nouvelles Pendulum monster and one Pastille Pendulum monster from your hand deck or extra deck, one to each field, and then you cannot use monsters as material for a fusion, synchro, exceed, or link summon for the rest of the turn, except for Nouvelles. And then during the main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target one face-up monster on the field, gains 200 attack for each recipe. Once again, you will have a ability to target another card in order to, you know, level it up into its next form here. So where do we go from here? So we play triple copies of Diviner of the Herald. This gives you the ability to drop the Herald here, which gets you the ability to, you know, guess what? Toggle on up and start playing the game. We play one Sakitama for additional extension options. We have one copy of the Magician Souls for dumping / filtering, so you can generate advantage. Same thing here with the one Illusion of Chaos. Then you have the triple copies of the Poisonniere Nouvelles. Then we play two copies of the level 1. So remember, you can ritual summon this card with or any of the recipe cards. If this card is special summoned, you can activate the top 5 to add a excavated Nouvelles card to your hand. Remember, this thing searches anything, by the way. And then when a card or effect that targets this card on the field, all right, or when this card is targeted for an attack, contribute this card and one attack position monster on either field, and you do special summon a level 2 or 3 Nouvelles ritual from your hand or deck. Now, the cool thing with this is if you're handing this over to your opponent here, you will in fact have a monster to be able to tribute off to climb up with, which is pretty good. Now we play the Conferes de Nouvelles, same standard ritual clause as all the others. On special summon, target a spell and trap card on the field, destroy it, and then targeted, you can tribute and rank up into a 3 or a 4. The 4 here, on special summon, you can draw one card, and then you can level this up into a 4 or a 5. And then, of course, the 5 here, this is where things start to get good. Target attack position monster your opponent controls, tribute it, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, no, excuse me. On special summon, you can add a Nouvelles or a recipe from your deck to your hand, so another searcher. And then the level up, same standard clause, gets you into the big guy here. And then you can negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls. And on special summon, by the effect of a Nouvelles monster, tribute as many monsters your opponent controls as possible. And then quick effect, target one attack position monster your opponent controls, tribute it, and special summon out the legendary, the amazing, the hungry Barga from your deck. And then basically once you establish, you know, the burger here, you chomp your opponent's field, and you literally have served them up defeat. The more that I look at this deck, I was like, you know, like this deck feels very complicated in terms of play. Nah, actually, the more that you kind of read these cards and familiarize yourself, especially with like the new tutoring options that you got in these two cards, it basically made the deck a lot more streamlined. We also have triple copies of the cooking competition. Now, today's menu here, reveal 2 Nouvelles monsters with different names from your deck. Your opponent will choose one for you to add your hand and then shuffle the other into the deck. And then you can add one of these cards from your deck or graveyard based on the monster type. So you can search for the fish recipe or the meat recipe, depending on what you reveal here. So yes, you do get to tutor out your rituals so you can play the game. And then of course we have the at table, which is the beautiful field spell. On activation, you add a recipe card from your deck or graveyard to your hand, and then once per turn you can place one ritual monster from your hand on the bottom of the deck, draw a card, and then during your end phase you can target 2 cards in your graveyard, including a recipe, place them on the bottom of the deck, and then draw a card. So they do give this deck some pretty good recurability. Now, your 2 recipes here. So, ritual summon any Nouvelles monster, tribute from hand or field whose total level equal or exceed. Sure. And then if you ritual summon the Balamaraz D Nouvelles, you can add a ritual or a recipe ritual spell from your deck or graveyard to your hand, which I believe is the big guy here. And then the fish recipe here, same thing as everything else. And then if you ritual summon the Confice D Nouvelles, which, excuse me, the Confice would be the level 3 here, you can change the defense position monster your opponent controls to attack position. So get a free little switcheroo on the field, which is actually not bad. So the rest of the deck here, we have 1 for 1, 2 pre-preps, triple Book of Moon, triple Forbidden Chalice, 2 Small World, and we play 1 copy of the Chef's Recipe here. When a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated, and you control a Nouvelles ritual monster, negate that activation, and then destroy that card. If you control a monster with special summoned by the effect of a Nouvelles monster, if you special summon a Hungry Burger, you can banish this card from your graveyard, tribute as many monsters your opponent controls as possible. So an additional, you know, tribute across the field is great. Now, we do play a pretty interesting extra deck down here. So we have the 1 Cross Sheep, your 1 Dynamondo, 1 IP, 1 Selene with your 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Access Code, 1 copy of Underworld Goddess, 1 Baron, 1 Chaos Angel with 1 Excel Synchro, 2 Heralds, 2 Corvature, and 1 copy of Ints. And then we have 1 Vanity Ruler, 1 Lancia, your triple copies of Radion, 1 Feather Duster, triple Cosmic Cyclone, triple Offerings to the Doomed, and then of course we have triple Evenly Matched here. Wrapping up, well, honestly, one of the best menu items that we can serve on this channel for you today. So I'm super excited for more of the cool ideas that players are going to bring to the table for this, because honestly, I think there's a lot of unique things that you can do with this deck, and the more uniqueness that you can kind of bring to the game, the more excitement, the more fun. I think that's a good thing. So please, leave a comment down below so we can keep giving out free stuff on this segment. I hope you guys have been enjoying, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.